Virgo, this June, you're feeling much more cheerful and communications are shifting. Here are some of your June highlights. Yes, finally your ruler Mercury is going direct and you feel all communication easing. And in fact, you've got the gift of the gab. We have career talks that go really well. You have the ability to push forward when it comes to your career. There's magic right there. And finally, careful what you commit to, because what you commit to could last a very long time. Here is your June astrology. Virgo, June kicks off with a full moon. The full moons are very emotional. They stir our unconscious and they bring up signs, symbols and dreams. Maybe put us in touch with things that we kind of, don't want to realise, or we block in some way, or we just don't have our eye on the ball about. And for you, it's all about your home and family. What's going on? How do you feel about your home at the moment? Are there any issues, emotional issues, possibly even with a mother figure that you haven't been dealing with? Well, this moon could give you the answer, but be aware they can make us a little bit overly emotional. It's great for you to get in touch with your emotions, because sometimes with Mercury being your ruler, you intellectualize your emotions, or you want to handle them in your practical, earthy way. Allow the moon to kiss you with her wisdom and to gently bring up what you need to feel. Feelings are important and you have every right to your feelings, and your feelings are, of course, as valid as anyone else's. Are you listening to them? Are you sharing them? This moon is going to help you. Now, Venus, the planet of love, is shifting signs and it's making you feel quite romantic. So this Venus is making you maybe a little bit disconcerted because you're feeling things that are quite, unusual, and they seem to come out of nowhere and they feel as if they hold great meaning. Now, they may do. In fact, you may meet someone you've got a past life connection with. You may meet someone that stirs your soul. But bear in mind, the flip side of this energy is illusion. So try and keep some of that grounded Virgo energy along with the wonderful wonder of kind of feeling something that really touches your soul. It's not necessarily an individual romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be something, that's already going on with you and someone else. But it certainly has a certain magic and a certain soul lesson attached to it. Now, Mercury, the planet of communication, hurrah, is going direct. All of us have been going through some kind of communication issues recently, and for you it could have been tied up in your career. Perhaps something was going to happen, it didn't happen, there was a delay, or you felt as if you were blocked in some way when it came to your career. The good news is, after the 11th, things are really moving forward for you, and when it comes to your career, it's a green light. There's lots of opportunity. Use your mind, use that fantastic wit and wisdom to create your destiny and put the work in when it comes to your career, because you have extra vavavoom, you have extra strength in that area and a little bit of good fortune. We have Neptune going retrograde, and Neptune is saying to you, how do you feel about your relationship? And in a way, it's very similar to that vibe I was just talking about. If you think back to times in your life when you were very in love, or you were kind of lost in someone, and it's at that point before, the practical stuff kicks in, what did it say to you? How did that relationship transform? How do you feel about idealism when it comes to relationships? And how do you feel about romance? Neptune is taking you back to a space to remind you of those feelings in some way. We have the Sun and Mars conjunction in your position of career this month. Very powerful position. You can get a lot done. You're very intense about your career. You've got the drive, you've got the physicality to do things, but be careful you don't lose your temper. It's kind of the odds are stacked so strongly within you that you want to achieve that you could overreact to a situation. So put that passion into laying foundations, put that passion into doing the practical steps you need to do to achieve your goal. But if somebody winds you up, pushes your buttons, try to keep calm. We have Saturn also giving us an intense lesson. Saturn was around for 2.5 years, teaching us all something and maybe restricting us in some way. For you, it was connected to communication. Whatever that Saturn lesson was, it's coming back, it's returning for 3 months. And in a way, it's like Saturn saying, I have come to check that you've done your homework, that you've learnt the lesson, And if you have, I'm going to give you a great reward connected to communication. And if you haven't, I'm going to make sure that you learn it and I'm going to bring it up for you again. You can handle that though. Communication's your thing. That's your magic. That's what you're great at. So just pay attention to all issues this month connected to communication. We have a new moon, and this new moon, hurrah, is in your position of career. I love new moons because it talks about the past. It allows us to let go of the past. It brings things to an end and it creates a new beginning. And I believe it shifts our vibration. So we're moving on to the next vibrational level of our experience. It's an evolution of our soul, each little new moon, if we allow it to be. And so you can make a wish and you can transform your career in some way, or you can push ahead feeling that you've got a clean slate. You may be saying, well, you know, that's not literally happening to me, but on some energy level, you can, I promise you, you can put some positive energy into transforming that area of your life. And if you're not working, you're not interested in work, it's about how you see yourself in the world, who you are in the world. Finally, we have the Sun and Mars entering your position for creating your reality, for connecting to the one consciousness, to feeling very at home in the world and being able to share something. You may meet a new tribe, you may meet people that you really, really relate to, you may connect with people that are actually on your level or the next level that you're going to. And you feel as if you've got ideas, you can feast on ideas and you're opening up. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, it would be great if you could subscribe to my channel or share. And also, if you want more written and in-depth free astrology and films, go to my website, horoscope.co.uk.